From stories around the world to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. A pleasant evening. I'm Dulanjali Ananda.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Charit Vinapurarachi, and now let's move on to the headlines for tonight's news.
Central Committee of the SLFP meets for a crucial decision. The deadline for applying for postal voting has been extended till the 4th of October. Documents relating to passport and national identity of Gotabaya Rajapaksa to be handed over to the judiciary on the 2nd of next month. Gallant soldiers call off fast. Train strike continues as talks become unsuccessful.
And now news in detail. Moving on to the local stories, President Maithripala Sirisena has presided over the Central Committee meetings of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party this evening. The meeting has taken place at the official residence of the President. The final discussion regarding a final agreement of the forthcoming presidential election is presently being conducted at the official residence of the President. It has also been reported that several rounds of discussions have already been conducted between the SLFP and SLPP. A report on the discussion has been presented to the President by senior members of the party. General Secretary of the UPFA said that the SLFP General Secretary has requested a discussion regarding forthcoming an alliance at the upcoming presidential election. It was under circumstances that a meeting of the SLFP Central Committee has taken place. MP Veerakumara Disanayake said that they wanted to extend the fullest support for the SLFP to make the victory of Gotabaya Rajapaksa into an excellent victory. He added that the attempt to unite all by changing into a common symbol has met with a challenge. The issue could be further discussed. He added that flexibility has not been shown in this connection. He added that they feel that they would be able to embark on a proper journey if their differences are sorted out. It has also been pointed out that today's talks will decide whether there is an SLFP candidate or whether to extend support to SLPP candidate Gotabaya Rajapaksa, or if not, whether to extend support to UNF candidate Sajith Premadasa. They will also decide whether to extend support to any other candidate as well.
The Election Commission says that the acceptance of applications for postal voting has been extended till midnight on the 4th of next month. Deadline for the acceptance of applications was scheduled to have ended tonight at midnight. The Election Commission further says that the decision was taken considering the difficulties caused by the inclement weather condition. The Commission informs the applicants of postal voting that the deadline will not be re-extended under any circumstances. The 30th and 31st of October have been declared as the dates of postal voting. Officials of the police and the election department are able to cast their postal votes on the 1st of November. Meanwhile, the Election Commission requests the general public to inquire whether their names are included in the 2019 electoral list. Relevant information on the electoral list could be obtained through the website www.elections.gov.lk. Information could also be obtained through telephone number 1919 and also from respective Gram Niladhari. Any voter whose name is not included in the electoral list could inform in this regard to the Election Commission before the 19th of next month. Politburo member of the Lanka Samsamaja Party, B.G. Nandamitra, placed the deposit for the upcoming presidential election at the Election Secretariat in Rajagiri today.
The Appeals Court has ordered several groups, including the Secretary to the Defence Ministry, to present the court's documents relating the passport and national identity card of Gotabaya Rajapaksa on the 2nd of next month. The order has been delivered when the petition submitted requesting to an issue injunction order preventing the acceptance of Gotabaya Rajapaksa as a Sri Lankan citizen was taken up for hearing today. The petition has been submitted by Professor Chandragupta Tenuvara and Gamini Vyangoda. The respondents of the case were Controller of Immigration and Immigrations, Commission of the Department of Registration of Persons, Minister of Public Administration, Internal Affairs, Vajra Abeyawardena, Secretary of the same Ministry, Opposition Leader Mahinda Rajapaksa, former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Acting IGP and Director of the CID. The petition points out that the former Defence Secretary has obtained a passport and a national identity card mentioning of the progression of the US citizenship. It further says that the information has been revealed pertaining to the receipt of the passport without presenting a systematic certificate of citizenship. The The petition adds that the passport and the national identity card have been issued in contrary to the law. Therefore, the petitioners requesting to issue a restraining order in this connection. When the case was convened today, head of the panel of judges said that facts relating to the case are of politically sensitive in nature and therefore it should be examined by a 3-member bench of judges. The attorney appearing on behalf of the petitioner has requested the judiciary to examine the petition as an urgent legal matter as the respondent Gotabaya Rajapaksa is scheduled to hand over nominations for the forthcoming presidential election. Meanwhile, counsel of Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that this case have been filed with malicious intention. Opportunities have been provided to present documents pertaining to the case till 2:30 this afternoon. On this occasion, Attorney at Law of Gotabaya Rajapaksa has handed over to the courts several information pertaining to the certificate of citizenship and national identity card of the client. The appeals court, upon consideration of the facts, has ordered to the Secretary to the Minister of Defence, Commissioner of the Department of Registration of Persons, Control of Immigration and Emigration, and the Minister of Public Administration and Home Affairs, Vajra Bewardhana, to file relevant information of the passport and NIC of Gotabaya Rajapaksa on the 2nd of next month.
Disabled war heroes ended the deadly protest fast which commenced in front of the Fort railway station today. Minister Sajith Premadasa met and discussed with the heroic disabled soldiers this morning. Minister Sajith Premadasa said that he is a person who is doing a massive amount of work on behalf of the war heroes who safeguarded the country. He added that lands were given free of charge to the heroic soldiers under his housing program. In addition, assistance was also provided for them to build houses. The minister said that in the previous eras, a sum of 800,000 rupees has been recovered from each soldier after giving those lands. He further said that he is a person who holds the opinion that maximum support should be extended to the veteran Triforce community. The minister added that he will present the opinions of the war heroes to the cabinet tomorrow and will come back with his response. Meanwhile, opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa also arrived today at the protest site.
The academic compilation titled Askari Mahavihare, First Freedom Struggle in 1818 was launched at the Askari Vihare in Kandy today. President Maithripala Sirisena has presided over the event. The book has been authored based on the first freedom struggle launched against British administration in 1818. The work illustrates the contributions of the bhikkhus of the Askari Mahavihara sect to the uprising. Editors of the creative work are Venerable Atipola Mahinda, Venerable Katakumbure Dhammarama, and Venerable Ehelepola Mahinda Theras and Dr. Ajit Talwatte. A special lecture on the book was delivered by Senior Professor of the Peradeniya University, Mahinda Somathilaka. Mahanayaka of the Askari chapter, Most Venerable Warakakuda Sri Jnanaratana Thera, has presented a special souvenir to the President. Mahasangha, headed by Anunayaka Theras of the Malwa to Askari chapters, Minister Lakshman Kiriyalla and parliamentarians Vijayadas Rajapaksa has also graced this occasion.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe presided over a program organized on behalf of the electorate and district organizers of the UNP at the Sirikota party headquarters today. Party leaders who are engaged in an alliance with the UNP have also attended the event. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that they have assembled at the location in order to commence a struggle. He also said that they would emerge victorious with the conclusion of the fight. The Prime Minister added that the UNP would remain in power for the next 20 years. He further said that this is a crucial battle and they had faced several such battles before. The Premier has urged all to take part in the struggle. A young minister has been appointed in this regard. He called on all to make Sajith Premadasa as the next president. Minister Sajith Premadasa said that struggle has turned into a journey of all in the party joining hands in a front despite having whatever differences. The minister also said that the Prime Minister proposing his name at the working committee has been a tremendous strength towards the unity. He added that measures will be taken to draft legislation on women's and youth charters in Parliament. He also said that opportunities will also be created for the war heroes who safeguarded the country to act with pride in their duties. Methodologies and latest strategies should be followed to identify the present-day challenges. He said protection should be provided to all races and all religious groups. He also said that an opportunity has been created to destroy all groups that try to create terrorism at present. He has called upon all to unite to create a new historic government.
ක්‍රමෝපායන් සහ නවීන ක්‍රමවේද අනුගමනය කළ යුතුයි. මේ රටේ ජීවත් වන සෑම ජන කොට්ටාසයකටම සෑම ආගමකට ජාතියකට සම්බන්ධ සියලුම දෙනා ඒ අය සුරක්ෂා කරමින් අපි සමාජ ආරක්ෂාවත් දේශපාලන ආරක්ෂාවත් ලබා දෙන්නට ඕන. අපේ රට කඩන්නට, රට බෙදන්නට, රට කොටස් කරන්නට, රට තුල නූතන ත්‍රස්තවාදයක් තුලින් විනාශ කරන්නට උත්සාහ දරන ඒ සියලුම බලවේග අපිට විනාශ කරන්නට අවස්ථාව ලැබෙනවා. 24 පෑම 365 දවසෙම ජන විඥානය අවබෝධ කරගෙන ප්‍රායෝගික සැපයුම ලබා දීමයි නීති රාමුව තුල අපේ වගකීම වන්නේ. මේ අලුත් ගමනට අපි එකතු වෙලා ඓතිහාසික වාර්තාගත නව ආණ්ඩුවක් අපි අපේ මාතෘ භූමියේ බිහි කරමුයි කියලා යෝජනා කරමින් ඔබ සෑම සියලු දෙනාටම පෙරුවන් සරණයි. අස්සලාමු අලයිකුම් වණක්කම් දෙවි බිහිදා.
The railway trade unions have decided to continue work stoppage. General Secretary of the Railway Guards Union (PMBPD) says that the decision was taken with the discussions with the authorities have failed. General Secretary of the Railway Guards Union (PMBPD) said that a solution acceptable to them was not provided. He added that it has also been decided to forward another cabinet paper tomorrow and to have a solution. He further said that the trade union action will be carried out continuously to an acceptable solution was not found. However, 10 trains were operated to Colombo Fort from out stations today. But our correspondent says all railway stations remain deserted. Passengers says that they were severely affected by the strike. State Minister Ajit Manaperuma says that a political hand is behind the strike. State Minister Ajit Manaperuma said that this is a government that has increased salaries in abnormal fashion. He also said that the Rajapaksa regime is behind the strike. He also said that they have to engage in strikes in order to gain power, as the government has given democratic freedom. An election steering office of presidential candidate of the United National Front, Sajith Premadasa, has been declared open in Colombo today. Former Deputy Minister Niyamal Pereira and former Minister Titsa Attanayake has joined to extend support to Sajith Premadasa. The operational office is located at number 137 Vauxhall Street, Colombo. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, MPs and ministers of the United National Front were present on this occasion.
අපේ වැඩසටහනේ නිර්ව්‍යාජ භාවය
Minister Sajid Premdas said that today's incident has demonstrated the honest nature of their program. He said that they were able to go to the place where the disabled war heroes were fasting and to appear on behalf of their rights. He added that he told them that he would make a voice on behalf of them at tomorrow's cabinet meetings and to provide solutions. Minister Sajid Premdas further said that with his arrival, the groups who were in deep sleep have arisen. He added that, however, the strike was ended before they attempted to find any solution. He said that he would come to them on Wednesday morning and adds that its rival was frightened over this statement, fearing that a solution could be found through the intervention of Sajid Premadasa. He said that he is grateful to Nirmal Pereira for coming forward to extend support. The minister further said that it has become a tremendous strength for him to see all people without party differences coming forward to support his people-oriented movement.
නමුත් මේක බලාගෙන හිටපු අපේ ප්‍රතිවාදීන් කොට්ටාසයක් බය වුණා. සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාසගේ මැදිහත් වීමෙන් විසඳුම ලැබෙයි කියලා. ඒ ලබා දෙන්න හදපු විසඳුම වළක්වාලමින් මේ උපවාසයේ නිර්මාණකරුවන් ඇවිල්ලා වහාම ඒ අයගේ නියෝගයේ පරිදි මේ උපවාසය නතර කළා. නියෝමල් පෙරේරා ගරු අමාත්‍යතුමා අද මගේ ජනාධිපතිවරණ මැතිවරණ ව්‍යාපාරයට සහයෝගය ලබා දෙන්න ඉදිරිපත් වීම මම ඉතාමත්ම
A meeting of the heads of Plantation Division of Ceylon Workers United Front was held at the office of the opposition leader yesterday. Presidential candidate of the Sri Lanka Podu Jana Peramuna, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, was also present at this occasion. Opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa welcomed the group, including the secretary of the front, S. Sathasivan. Presidential candidate Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that they have to look on the ways to enhance the living standards of the people in the plantations. He also said that the youth of these estates are today restricted to their provinces. Gotabaya Rajapaksa also said that long and short-term programs will have to be implemented to enhance the capabilities of this community through development of education.
Deputy Minister Karuratna Paranavithana says that the United National Front has unleashed its election campaign in a law-abiding and democratic manner. He was addressing a media briefing in Colombo today. Deputy Minister Karuratna Paranavithana said that at the presidential election of 2015, they were compelled to ask Mekho whether it was justice. People's agitation was waged to direct the Election Commissioner to justice. He further said that it was they who had created the environment for all candidates to act in freedom to inquire people's opinion. The Deputy Minister added that Sajid Premadasa is contesting the election as a people's leader who has further extended that path. Parliamentarian S.M. Marikar said that on one side there is a dangerous military leader who was accused of numerous blood-stained charges. On the other side there is a candidate who understands the misery of common masses and whose hands were not stained with blood. He further said that this candidate has refrained from using official residences, official vehicles, and he was devoid of charges of corruption. MP Marikar said that this so-called candidate working for the small person is of 52-year-old of age. With his arrival, the government program has been renewed. He also said that by looking at any angle, they will emerge victorious at this election.
Leader of Janata Vimukti Peramuna, Anurakumara Disanaik, expressed his opinion at a meeting at the Badula Library Auditorium yesterday. Leader of the JVP, Anurakumara Disanaik, said that today the most popular form of racism in the country is Sinhala racism. Among the Tamil community, Tamil racism is famous. Muslim people have Muslim racism. He further said that large numbers in the north and south were killed due to extremely dangerous politics. He added that not a single child of those representing parliament were killed in conflicts. It was all the children of the common masses killed due to communal crisis in the north and the south.
Speaker Karu Jayasuriya says that it has been possible to make several effective changes in Parliament in the past few years. He made these remarks participating in the ceremony held in connection with the opening of the renovated Parliament Media Centre. The Parliament Media Centre has been modernized under the American Aid program. It is now comprised of many latest facilities. They include a television and broadcasting studio as well. Representatives of the USAID program, Secretary General of the Parliament, officials and Media Institute chiefs, as well as members of the Media Persons Association were present on this occasion. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya said that the parliament could be dissolved in 6 months from today. He also said that within the next 6 months, the parliamentary election could be conducted. He also said that only the media has the ability to either to build or to destroy the parliament. Therefore, he added that they have a tremendous respect for media personnel. The speaker added that they have always been a group that placed hopes on media rights. Accordingly, they wanted to establish an exemplary media office in parliament and to provide necessary facilities to media persons. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya has participated in the first discussion upon opening of the studio.
And we have the stock market update for you. The All Shares Price Index closed at 5,738.24 points, dropped by 33.45 points, and the S&P SL 20 Index closed at 2,759.72 points, also dropped by 4.29 points at the end of trading in the Colombo Stock Exchange today. Turnover was over 770 million rupees. And this is the summary of the market details of the Colombo Stock Exchange for today. And before we wind up, a quick look at the weather forecast. Met Department says that the possibility for evening thunder showers is still high over most parts of the island. Showers or thunder showers will occur over most parts of the island after 2 p.m. Light showers may occur in the southern province in the morning too. The Met Department has stated that fairly heavy falls, about 75 to 100 millimeters, are likely at some places in North Central, Central, Western and Nuva provinces. The Met Department has further advised public to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during the thunder showers.
And with that, we conclude tonight's news. Do it just tomorrow at the very same time. Good night.
Good night.